Bonjour mes amis, welcome to Greeklish Outdoors. Today we are looking at an Extrem Outdoors 24-hour ration pack from France. So, stick around. So I have tried one of these a long time ago, and they are basically a French military MRE with different packaging. They have a very long shelf life. I bought this probably 2 years ago, and it says it has a best before of 2026. Anyway, let's take a closer look. As you see, for this special occasion, I brought my nice French restaurant tablecloth, because we have this beautiful Extrem Outdoor 24-hour ration pack, menu number 10. As I showed before, this has a best before date of 2026, and it is proudly made in France. Fabrication française. If we turn it around, you can see that it states again a menu T10 avec pork, so with pork. It weighs 1,800 grams and contains approximately 3,600 calories. It does give you a menu on the side of what is in this pack, but let's open it up and take a closer look inside. As you see, bursting with items in here. Let's get them on the table and give you a better look. Our first main meal is salad italienne, which is Italian salad, which looks like it is pasta salad with some meat and olives. Next we have this parmentier de canard, which is duck with potatoes. Next we have this box of biscuits, which is a staple in French rations. It contains 8 different packs of biscuits, of which there are 2 bags, each containing 2 biscuits with cereals, 3 bags, each containing 2 biscuits which are salted, 3 bags each containing, and 3 which contain chocolate biscuits. Next we have this tin, which is slightly dinted up, of cannelles de Bordeaux. This is a delicious dessert. I've had this in the past, super tasty. We have a pack of chocolate muesli, a 70% cacao dark chocolate, a pack of apricot jam, a raspberry jelly bar, a combat fuel banana cereal bar, a nougat with fruits bar, another cereal bar. This time it has coffee in it. We have a potato curry soup, a isotonic sport drink mix. This one is strawberry mint, a pack of tissues. We have a tin which states roulettes pour porc, which apparently is a preparation of meat, most commonly pork, that is slow cooked in fat, shredded, then mixed with some sort of cooking fat to create a savoury spread. We then have a cracking part of a French ration, which is an Esbit stove, which contains the actual bendable metal stove. It contains a little hook which you attach to these tins so you don't burn your fingers, fuel tabs, matches, a bin bag, toothpicks, and water purification tablets. And finally, we get an accessory pack here. We get 2 packs of salt and pepper, a mint tea and a black tea, 2 freeze-dried coffees, 2 packs of sugar, and a chocolate drink. And that is everything in this French Extrem Outdoors 24-hour ration menu T10. Loads of items which are familiar to me and probably to you, and a few items which I haven't tried before. So I'm really looking forward to this one. This, for me, the French ration, is always the one to beat. Right, let's divide this up into 3 main meals, and we'll start off with breakfast. Right, there is breakfast. We're going to have the chocolate muesli. We're going to have coffee with sugar. I've taken a couple of packs of biscuits out. 1 pack of cereal biscuits, which we're going to have with the jam. 1 pack of salty biscuits, which we're going to have with the meat spread. And we're going to have that caffeinated cereal bar. Right, first up, let's make up this muesli and the coffee. I have so many of these stoves, so I'm not going to bend the actual one out of here, but this is a French military stove, exactly the same as in the box. They're the matches in a plastic bag with the toothpicks. They always come with a famous French landmark printed on the box. Red tipped. Now that's lit. Let's get our up on there. And heat just a little bit of water up for the coffee. Let's make up this muesli. One thing I don't like about these muesli packs that come in the French rations is they don't have a proper gusset, so they won't stand up unless you lean them against something. That's a small criticism. I'm going to mix this up in the bag, I'm afraid. I'm not going to be pouring it onto the tray as I have limited cleaning materials today. Chocolate milk and oats and chocolate chips in there. Open these cereal biscuits. Can you see that? Little grains of cereal in there. And put a little bit of that jam on that. Lovely and bright colour. I'm just going to try a little bit out of the packet. Yeah, this make is really, really good. Always bursting with fruity flavour. Really, really strong, amazing flavour of apricots. A little bit with the cracker. The biscuits are quite unique in flavour compared to many other MREs. They do have a kind of cereal flavour. They go really well with that apricot jam. Yeah, super sweet and grainy with the cereals. That is awesome. I'm also going to open up these salted biscuits. Right, can you tell the difference if I put them side by side between the salted and the cereals? The salted ones I think are slightly darker, but they also look like they've got flecks of cereal in too. But I can tell you that these actually do taste salty. I can hear the water boiling, so let's make up this coffee. And I'm going to add the sugar because there is no creamer. And there we have a nice cup of coffee, oui? So let's try this chocolate muesli. A hint of bitterness to it, but it's well in date. Best before of the 3rd, 2026. Deep chocolate flavour, crunchy, some nice oats and yeah, some crunchy chocolate chips and oats. That's a really nice, rich and satisfying muesli. They're always good in these rations. Often I don't get the chocolate ones. I end up getting the strawberry ones whenever I get these rations, so it's nice to have something a little bit different. That's good. Let's check out this coffee. It's coffee. What else can I say? It's deep, it's kind of bitter, it's sweet. In my amateur palate, it tastes like it's fairly good quality, and it's nice and warming on a bright but quite chilly day today. So yeah, for coffee, it's okay, but as always, coffee's not really for me. Well, let's open up this roulet. Looks a bit like a pate. Give that a try. Oh yeah, that's super tasty. It's just like how I described it. It's basically shredded meat. Lovely shredded pieces of meat covered with fat, we believe it's pork fat. That is very satisfying. And the salty biscuits do have a hint of sweetness to them as well, but it goes very well with these crackers. Yeah. Nice to have something slightly salty for breakfast as well. Plenty of protein in there and some fats. Really good for a cold day. That's really good. Another bit of one of those cereal biscuits with the jam on. I think the cereal biscuits are probably my least favourite, if I'm being honest. They do have a slightly kind of odd taste to them. Not bad, just a little bit odd. But the jam makes it much, much better. I love the fact they give you a little packet of tissues. Just a standard kind of shop bought tissue when you get it out. Soft. Helps clean your mouth. Not the strongest, but does the job. Finally, this cereal bar. Caffeinated IsoStar Sports Nutrition. So it looks like it's got Rice Krispies in there. Ooh, pretty solid. Smells like caramel. Chewy, sweet. Hint of coffee, almost creamy, with a little bit of crunch from those Rice Krispies. Yeah, a really good cereal bar. Nice and small, so you can quickly eat it either for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, or on the go. Yeah, that's a nice addition. So that was breakfast done. A nice, very filling, very satisfying breakfast with very, very good quality items. I would have expected nothing less from a French ration. Right, I'm going to get on with my day for a little while and I'll bring you back for lunch. Right, we are back for lunch. We're going to have this Parmentier de Canard, which I believe, after looking it up, is like a shepherd's pie, but it's going to be made with duck. We're going to have a black tea, one of the chocolate chip biscuits. We've got that sports drink, the banana cereal bar, the fruit jelly bar, and of course this Cannelles de Bordeaux dessert. First up, let's heat up the main meal. The fuel tab is lit. I'm just going to crack the lid of this a little bit so it doesn't explode. And put it on our stove. Let's make up this tea. Nice black tea. And yes, I'm going to have it cold. Now let's make up this sports drink. I have a 500ml bottle of water, which is what it suggests to make it with. It's gone a little bit hard in the packaging, but it should be okay. Right, whilst we're waiting for the main meal, let's open up these bars. Oop, this one snapped in half. That's the banana cereal bar. And this raspberry jelly one, which I have to admit is one of my favourites. That's what it looks like. These are very chewy and fragrant with a layer of sugar on the outside. First, the banana cereal bar. Bursting with banana flavour. Chewy, crunchy, sweet, but yeah, that banana flavour just powers through everything else. That is really, really nice. And much better than the cereal bar from breakfast. And one of my favourites, the raspberry jelly bar. Chewy, bursting with raspberry flavour. It almost knocks you out with raspberry. It's like a mixture of a fruit pastel, which is a sweet I had when I was younger in the UK, and raspberry jelly. Amazing. There's a slight difference in texture because the inner part is soft and chewy and the outside has got that crystalline sugar on it. Wow, amazing. There are so many nice little touches in a French ration, and one of them is this little device they give you for the tinned food, which you just bend like so, bend the back a little bit, and there you have like a little tin holder. When I want to remove the tin, just simply hook that on there. That comes off nice and easily. Don't have to burn my hands. Can place it back on again if it needs a little bit more heat. Really useful little item, great addition. These little things like this make the French ration top notch. Right, our main meal, I believe, is ready. And there is our main meal. You can see it's like mashed potato. Underneath, there's all that lovely duck. Hey, go away, butterfly. Let's give this a try. Smells amazing. Oh my dear Lord. This is super tasty. Lovely shredded meat in there. It's salty, it's juicy, it's tender, with a lovely layer of mashed potato in there. Earlier on when I was having breakfast, I was thinking, have I built this up in my mind so much over the years? Because I wasn't quite enjoying it as much as I thought I would do. But now, with the lunch and the main meal, now my mind has changed back again. The food in their tin cans, it's like what some people would prepare at home. It's just fantastic. An army definitely marches on its stomach, and the French have definitely got that down to a T. I'm sure if you're a soldier and receiving this, you'd be more than happy. A little bit of fat in there, mashed potato, which is lovely and creamy. I might treat myself to a little bit of pepper. That's delicious. I mean, come on. A shepherd's pie style meal in a can from France, made with duck and having lovely creamy mashed potatoes. In the past, I have had what they claim to be shepherd's pie in a Canadian ration, and well, the French would say merde, as it was not like any shepherd's pie I've had and was pretty awful. Whereas this, parfait. Right, now let's try this bright pink strawberry mint beverage. Apologies for the flares and things. The light seems to be coming from everywhere right now. I do have the French flag up today, as you can see, in honour of the French. I'm not sure if you can see it very well. Anyway, cheers. Chin chin. Sweet, creamy, strawberry and mint flavour with some saltiness in there too. I had this in the past and I didn't like it as much. Today, for some reason, it's tasting pretty damn good. Yeah, definitely need the 500 mils of water. It's sweet enough. The salts have dissolved in there and the kind of sweetness balances it out quite well. Yeah, it's like a creamy, like a strawberry ice cream with mint flavour. Very, very nice and very, very refreshing after that salty, meaty main meal. Hopefully they're still okay, as the tin is bashed up a lot. Let's see. Yes, they look amazing. Imagine like a rum-soaked sponge with syrup, and that's basically what you're getting here. Right, look at that. Ooh. There's rum in here, syrup, oh my god. This adds a real element of luxury to the meal with that alcoholic rum soaked sponge in syrup, and it's just gloopy, it's chewy, it's boozy. And I don't really drink that much these days, but I am enjoying this. It's so sweet, but I cannot waste this. It is too delicious. Oh, magnifique! Well, the tea is brewed nicely, so let's have a nice cup of tea and a biscuit. First, let's open these biscuits. I'm so full I can barely eat another thing, but for you guys I will take a bite. Crunchy, powdery slightly, slightly sweet, a hint of chocolate from the chocolate chips. Is it the best biscuit I've ever had? No, but you get loads of them and it's still quite satisfying. But what I am looking forward to is this cup of tea. Nice, light, fresh tea to end a very, very large and filling meal. Whew. Right, I'm going to pass out into a food coma on the forest floor, and hopefully if I don't get eaten by wolves or bears, I'll bring you back for dinner. Right, it's time for our final meal of the day, dinner. We're going to have the Italian salad. We've got that nougat, we've got the dark chocolate. I'm going to have some salted biscuits, but I still have chocolate, cereal and another pack of salted. We've got that potage curry, that like potato curry soup, mint tea and the cacao. I also have a spare coffee, but it's too late for coffee now. But just so you know that you do have extras in this ration. The water is now boiling up, and while we're waiting for that, I'm going to open up this nougat bar. Very sticky, lots of fruit in there, looks great, smells great. Let's give it a try. Sweet, chewy, deliciousness. That's really, really good. It's fruity. There's some like rice paper on the outside. I always love these. Yeah, they're probably not the healthiest for you, but they're packed full of energy and they're so satisfying. So the mint tea, I'm just going to make up in a cold bottle of water. Make a nice long drink with that. Stick that tea bag in there and just leave that to slowly brew. So I'm going to put the curry soup in this cup here. Very bright yellow colour. And the cocoa is going to go in here. Right, let's make these drinks up. Right, let's try this soup. It's actually better than I remember it. Like a curry, potatoey kind of taste to it. Let's see if it goes well with one of these salty biscuits. Kind of. It's not the best crouton I've had, but it's okay. As I said, nice, warming. I love curry, so I love the flavour. Yeah, pretty good. Now for the hot chocolate. Yeah, lovely, creamy, slightly sweet. Some people might want to add the sugar to make it a little bit sweeter, but for me it's perfect. It's rich and deep with cocoa. Yeah, I really like this. Perfect for the end of the day as well. Right, let's open up this. This is a Italian salad, so I believe we can have it cold. Pasta and peppers, olives, little chunks of ham in there as well. And it smells great. Right, let's give it a try. Very nice. Like a really nice quality pasta salad. Let's try those pieces of meat. Nice, chewy, but at the same time tender pieces of meat. Yeah, it's fine cold, but it would have been also nice warm. Most of the items in this just taste of such good quality, particularly the main meals. The pasta is perfectly cooked. It's got a lovely tomato sauce and those salty olives and tender peppers. The French have done it again. Yeah, very satisfying. Even cold, very, very satisfying. And with this portion, it's going to be very filling too. I'm happy. What another delicious meal to have in a French ration. I'm going to give the cats a little bit of the meat from this as they seem hungry. So it's confirmed. Even the cats think that this meal is delicious. So there's no greater confirmation than that. Delicious. Right, The only things left to try now is this mint tea and the dark chocolate. First, a little bit of the tea. Yeah, nice, comforting, almost sweet tasting, but obviously there's no sugar in there. Aromatic, mintiness, really good to settle your stomach after all this food. Really refreshing my palate as well. And great cold. Right, now the chocolate bar. Well, we've got a little bit of bloomage. It's broken, so it's bloomed on all sides. Let me take a bite. Yeah, when you get a fresh side, it's completely fine. Really good quality dark chocolate in these rations. Nice 70% cocoa. Yeah, it's creamy, slightly bitter, sweet. And again, that and the tea, a perfect end to a really, really nice meal. So that's the end of this ration, and that was the Extrem Outdoors menu number T10 from France. What a fantastic ration. Is it the best French ration I've ever had? I'd have to say no, to be honest, but it was still really, really good. So many different snacks and drinks. The main meals were fantastic, really cool and really well organised. The only couple of drawbacks I think with this one is the fact that maybe you could have included some wet wipes or a spoon and maybe something like some gum as well. But apart from that, it was really, really good. So, how is this French ration going to place on our MRE leaderboard? Well, I'm thinking about the top contender already, and I'm thinking about how that tasted compared to this. So I think I'll have to give this one a 8.9. Some of you might be surprised by that one because I always state that the French is the best, but I just think there are a few more items in the Polish ration that I liked. And this one, there was a couple less that I liked compared to previous French rations that I've had. So it's still a fantastic mark. I think that puts it into second place now on our leaderboard. I do have a standard French military ration back at my office, which I will be trying in the future. Will that rate better than this one? Maybe so. We'll have to find out then. Let me know what you thought of that in the comment section below. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so today. It really helped the channel out. But for now, thanks for watching. Take care. Much love. Au revoir. And vive la France.